That's a little too close for comfort, lady.
Oh, damn.
What, you never seen a talking gargoyle before?
Interactive gargoyle
Illuminati
at Denver
headquarters.
International Airport.
Denver International Airport.
It surprises the passerby with active conversations.
Hello.
Travelers
Do I
are
know
not
you?
quite sure how to respond to this active gargoyle.
I'm starving. You got anything for favorite
It may be
animal
part
or
of
pet?
conspiracy theories that the airport is well known for,
Wouldn't you rather have a
but
gargoyle?
this gargoyle can be a great work of AI,
You can actually
machine
put the phone
learning,
down and have a
facial
conversation
recognition,
with me.
which are known as deep technology.
Oh, I thought you said cumin. I'm a real big spice guy.
Perhaps in the near future, it will be more neatly integrated into human lives. If the world is heading to deep technology, what Thailand should do more? Eureka, a project under Digital Ventures, a digital arm of Siam Commercial Bank, aims at nurturing talents in Thai universities to do research and development in deep technology.
And to survive in the digital world, we have been hearing the word startup for quite some time, perhaps a few years. But right now, Eureka, under Digital Ventures of SCB, you are pursuing deep technology development. Can you tell me more what's the aim of deep tech? Is it necessary for survival of the digital era?
No, I think it's a necessity, right? Because one, we are competing against many big technology companies. As everyone knows, 2 days ago, Apple launched credit card. Right? Last year, Google launched lending in India. So we see the trend, we see the readiness of large platform companies to come into Thai market and disrupt banking. The way to respond to that is not to do the same thing that they have done, because they're much bigger, they're much quicker, they're much more capable, but we ourselves need to find our own innovation. What's a space that we can play? Right? Therefore, it's very important that to have technology knowledge. Bank will not survive just a pure banking business. Bank will survive as a mix of technology and big banking business. Right? So if we believe that we need to be a technology company, we need deep knowledge of technology. Right? And if you look at landscape of Thailand today, that's the area that as a country we are quite weak. Right? We rely on technologies from outside of the country. And if we look at ourselves as we rely more and more on technologies, we ourselves must be technology creators.
In the eyes of this venture capitalist, Julian Milleret, Thailand is full of potential to be developed for deep tech, but stakeholders should focus on ecosystem. Silicon Valley of the US is a great example to show how it works.
What's very important for deep tech to work is the ecosystem. So you need different parties to work together. Universities, that's where the science is created. Corporates, because groups, industrial groups are going to use this technology, they're going to try it, and sometimes they're going to fund it. So corporates are also needed. Then you need people like us who are venture capital, who finance the companies. And you also need structures like accelerators. For example, here at Siam Commercial Bank with Eureka, people who will help these entrepreneurs with an acceleration program. So you need all of these people to work together. The quality of the ecosystem defines how good the deep tech can be. And the United States has historically been the leader just because they have that very well organized. Israel is also doing very well, and now China is growing in that field. So the quality of the ecosystem and of the bridges between government, university, corporate, and investors is the most important.
What should be the role of the government in this place, especially in Thailand? What can you reckon? Like the government should be more active, should be more supportive in terms of financial, in terms of innovation, fund for innovation. What can you reckon?
So I don't know specifically for Thailand what I would recommend, but I can tell, for example, what's going on in Europe, and maybe that could be of an inspiration maybe. Europe has very strong programs to fund R&D over a long period. So Horizon 2020 in Europe, for example, is 77 billion euros dedicated to science. And from that very large pool of investment, which a lot of it is going to deep tech, a lot of companies will be built. That's for sure. In France, for example, the Public Bank of France, which is called BPI France, has set up a plan, 800 million euros, only dedicated to deep tech. So the government plays a role in financing because this is early stage science. You know, investors are still sometimes worried about investing. They don't know. Sometimes the corporates also are a little bit worried it's early stage. So someone has to come in and say, I'm willing to write the first check, and it's usually the government. And what matters is when the government does it well, they also are able to show examples of success. And these examples of success will breed another generation who also wants to do it. So governments in Europe are leading, I think, in showing that these deep programs can be very successful.
Deep technology lies in potential to accelerate change, which can have profound impact on autonomous systems, robotics, smart home and cities, medical devices, clean tech, energy efficiency, and many more areas. These may seem belong to the future, but probably the future is now. Natha Gomunwatin, Thai PBS World reports.